Doug, a big week in for you here in Singapore. You've got two runners in both the international races. Firstly, let's have a look at Meandre in the Gold Cup. How's the horse travelled over from Dubai?
He's travelled brilliantly. He's not missed a note. They're both very quiet horses in their stables and just take everything to hand, and they've been great.
What did you make of the run in the World Cup?
I thought it was a good run. First time on that surface, and he got in the money. The winner and second kind of pulled away from the rest, and he wasn't too far away from, third really. So I thought he ran a good race, and he was pretty tired after. When we went over to get him in quarantine, we decided to give him a week off after the race and just let him, because he had traveled over from France, and since then he's just picked up every week we've had him.
Back on the turf, is that going to be a plus?
I think so. Yeah. He didn't run too bad on the Tapeta, but I think this ground would suit him. I think any ground would suit him, to be honest with you.
With his racing pattern, is he the type of horse who can make the running, or where do you see him sort of in running?
I would hope to be, in the first 4 or 5. That would be my ideal spot for him. Everything going well out of the gate. I don't know about making the run-in with him. We'll just have to let the jockey make that decision on the pace and stuff. So, hopefully he has the experience to figure that one out.
I dare say you've got a lot of respect for the other runners. It's a pretty international field. Who do you see the big dangers being?
Well, I watched Military Attack's race over, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but I watched his race over in Hong Kong, and I thought that was pretty nice run, very nice run actually. And Red Cato just runs a race every time he runs, so his race on World Cup night over a mile and a quarter was fantastic, and he has to be respected. Godolphin, we run against them all the time over there. Hunter Slight's a very nice horse, who I didn't really watch his race on World Cup night, but he's obviously a nice horse, and when they come, they're here to win races. So,
looking back last December when we saw Meandre run in Hong Kong, I don't know if you saw that race, but that was a very good performance that night too.
It was, and from what I hear, he got over there and had a little travel sickness and wasn't feeling well for a couple days. So for him to run that kind of race, after traveling and getting a little sick when he got there, I thought that was pretty nice too. And it was a mile and a half. We're dropping back to a mile and a quarter. I think mile and a half might be his best trip, but the 2 turns here should help that a little bit.
Looking at the Chris Fly in the sprint, you've got Doug Scholar. He's a very fast horse.
He is. He's run over all kinds of trips. He's run second in group races over 10 furlongs. He dropped back with Seth Benzel to 5 furlongs and 1 over 5, and ran very creditably on World Cup night over 5. Ran 7th, just out of the money. So he's just a neat horse to have. I think he'd run over any trip for you. He just tries real hard.
He settled in okay here?
Oh, he settled in brilliantly. They both have really. We haven't traveled internationally before. But if I had an ideal situation for the 2 of them, they've just eaten everything, come out, trained well every day, and I'm very pleased with him.
Do you feel he's got the tactical speed to sort of position himself where he needs to be in this race?
I think so. Obviously he's probably going to be coming from off the pace. I've heard there's a lot of pace in the race. I haven't really seen the form up and down, but we would hope that he would sit mid-division just a little off of that and pick his way around there. Finished nice in the straight. Yeah, but he's a nice horse, and 6 is a great trip for him. I think 6, 7 furlongs might be his ideal trip, so we're very hopeful.